Benvenuti a Palo Santo. Yeah, welcome back. And thank you for being here. How are you today?
I've been working on a frazzled brain for like the last 2 days, so I could be better. But then again, I have officially got a cat now because I was cat sitting up until yesterday.
Oh, I didn't even know this.
I
Oh,
know.
I just found out with all of you. This is cool. That's exciting. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, so I'm officially a
So you're
cat
keeping
parent.
her.
Yeah, I mean, for
Cute.
now, definitely, because as long as I'm working from home, it's possible. I think if um, if everyone here is back at the office, then it's obviously bit tricky to have her by herself all the time because she's quite sensitive. But right now,
Okay.
we're a cat parent and I get to have lots of cuddle breaks. And she's
Cute.
getting more and more kind of used to the apartment and even comes out
Yeah.
of her hiding place during the day and comes and has some cuddles. Um,
Cute. Oh, I'm happy for you. That's really
yeah.
nice.
But I think I'm just realizing more and more what of a kind of unique little cat she is because she's just so unusual in her like mannerisms and her stuff and doesn't understand how her claws work, and sometimes she gets stuck somewhere and her claw gets stuck and I have to like help her out. It's funny. Sometimes I do wonder how she's survived
She is a bit of
being
an
an
odd
outside
cat.
cat. Yeah.
That's funny.
but but yeah, so i'm
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 happy for
doing
you.
okay. How are you?
Nice. It's probably a longer conversation, but my short answer is I'm a very I'm very angry.
Uh-oh.
The general vibe is tiredness and anger, and mostly anger towards myself, I think,
That's not good.
and frustration. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just like it feels a little bit like the fuel I've been missing, if that makes sense.
You got fire up your butt, under your bum. I was about to say up your bum.
Yeah, it's let's just say it's small right now, but it's starting to get bigger. So, yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's been the general vibe for me. But I'm doing better. I just about an hour ago made quite a big decision, by the
Uh-oh.
way.
I haven't heard about this.
So if you're gonna put like if you're gonna spring big news on me on here, I'll do the same to you.
But that's not how it works, because mine is like a cat. That's not big news. Now you're scaring me.
I don't think mine is that much bigger, but it's fun that we should do this regularly. This is really fun actually. Okay, my big news is that or my decision that I made, it's not huge news, but the decision I made is that next weekend, so not the coming weekend, the weekend after, I will be flying to London with Steffi. You're not impressed.
No, of course not.
She basically, what happened was actually she invited me last week and she was going with her family and she was like, hey, we have an extra sleeping place. My brother isn't coming. Do you want to hang out with me? Because London was something that like is quite important to Steffi and me's friendship because that's where we rekindled and spent a lot of time together. And we hadn't been back there in a long time now. It's been a couple of years. So when she gave me that option, I was like, I was going back and forth for days. And then yesterday, I really told her, I was like, I'm so conflicted, but like my health just isn't at a point where I can just up and go places. And then I talked to my mum at lunch today and I was like telling her about this opportunity and how I said no, but like I feel really horrible because I would love to go because it's been in my plan since February to go to London this year. And then my mum was like, you're so silly. You literally, like, that's what you've been wanting all year. And I was like, it's true. And then my mum also gave me some new stuff for my health and some, like, protein powder and blah, blah, blah. She's, like, feeding me all this healthy stuff. I've been going to the doctors and, like, I feel better. Not, like, great amounts, but, like, I'm starting to go on the up. And then my mum was like, I think you should go. And I was like, I think you're right. So I actually haven't called Steffi yet. I need to.
Well, we are finding out now, Steffi, by the way.
No, I'll
Hope the
call her
place is still
after.
available.
I'll call her after the recording. But Yeah, if the opportunity still stands in the room, I will be going to London next weekend and seeing the Christmas lights. I'll send you photos.
Don't.
Don't. Oh, come on. Be happy for me. You know I wanted this all year.
No, I'm sorry, we have been talking about doing London
This since
Christmas
last
lights
Christmas.
for years.
Not years.
Yes,
we really
we
talked
have.
about it last Christmas.
Yeah, we
We
already
wanted
talked
to go
about it
with the
last year,
boys.
Christmas, which didn't work. Then this
That's true.
Christmas obviously didn't work. You found a replacement.
I did. I didn't find one. It found me. London wants me. That's really what happened. London
Okay,
wants
you know
me
what we're gonna do? We're
desperately.
gonna
You're
continue
going to
this
be in
conversation.
Amsterdam, which is really cool.
That has nothing to do with it. Anyway, we're gonna continue this conversation off camera, off microphone,
Off
and
mic.
go into the pocket magic.
Pocket magic.
As it's kind of we're winding down, and still got some Christmas parties coming, but slowly it's getting more and more closer to that Christmas time. I thought it would be fun to have a book recommendation that when you're with the family and it's all getting a bit too much and too tiring, and the you need some space, or just afterwards, presents open, you also want some space, whenever you need to take some time for yourself during the holidays with the fam, to zone out on the couch with a good book. I thought we'd bring you some recommendations. So mine is the one book I've actually read this year. I was gifted. Stop laughing at me.
I think it's cute. Hey, at least you read one. There's people who don't read at all, so.
Yeah. I'm the thing is, I've got a couple more on the go, but they're on the go. About 3 of them. So anyway,
I've been
sidetrack.
really bad this year as well, though.
The one book I did manage to finish what is called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. You guys tell me what her name is. We'll link her book in the show notes. And it's about 2 friends working in the gaming industry, and it sheds a light on women within that industry. It's a fictional book, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I'm not a big gamer, and have zero, very limited knowledge about the gaming industry, but yeah, I still really enjoyed the
Is
the
it like
read.
funny or is it serious?
It's funny and serious. I think
Okay.
there's quite a good kind of storytelling aspect, but there's also some serious notes in it, and then there's kind of it just goes through the life of these 2 as they grow up. So it's kind of quite a broad,
like young adult.
Yeah, they start off from when
Okay.
they're kids and then into like young adulthood,
Okay,
figuring out the industry.
cute.
What about you?
I have one too. Yeah, mine is a series. I think there's I think there's like I don't remember, 7 or 8 books. And
Wow,
I read these.
You must have a lot. Either you hate your family if you're going to be reading this, or
That's true.
Or you just have a lot of
it's-
time and you don't celebrate a lot of Christmas.
Well, yeah, there are people who don't celebrate Christmas, so maybe. Anyway, I actually started reading this when I was working in Norway, and I was in the pub, and there were times where there was just, I hope my former boss doesn't listen to this, but there was times where there was absolutely nothing to do, and I was just reading these books, and I read all 8 within like a month or 2. I was obsessively reading these books. It's incredible. So the series is called The Seven Sisters, and it's by Lucinda Riley. And it's based on the astrological, no, what's it called? It's not an astrological chart. That's not.
Gene Keys
Anyway,
chart?
no,
Human design?
no, none of that. None of that. The actual stars.
Yeah, it's astrological, no?
Is it? Okay, maybe.
Astrology
I thought it
is
was
star
like-
science.
But no, I know that. I thought astrological. Anyway, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is based on, or the idea is from the Pleiades, which is a star constellation. Constellation was the word I was looking for. So it's based on a star constellation, the Seven Sisters, also called the Pleiades of the Seven Sisters or something like this. And the stars are each named, and each sister has its own name, and it's a really, really fascinating story and very unique. And I think that they will actually be filming this quite soon. I think they already bought the film rights, and they're going to make films, so we definitely have to go when they come out and see them, because I've just been obsessed. And really, really fascinating. More of a fiction, but it's also, each book is each sister has its own story with each book. Books can be read in any order, and each sister has a specific city that they come from. So it plays all over the world: Australia, Norway, Spain, like lots, Switzerland, I think, some of it, and quite fun reading because the author actually went to the places and like checked them out, and there's a lot of reality, but the whole thing is fiction. Yep. So definitely a big recommendation, and a fun one to also gift to anyone who's like into a bit of fiction. And yeah, that's it. That's mine. I like that we did that. Book recommendations are always nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I want to start this episode because it's a bit of a Christmassy one, and a bit of reflection, and a bit of looking forward into the next year. But I want to start by talking about the last year. And I want to do a quick peek and pit with you. And then I want to go into what the last year held kind of collectively on a society level, and what the snake has symbolized this year. And then I also brought a little something about our astrological signs and their turning points this year. And I want to see if you can kind of relate to any of that. But let's start with the peak and pit. Do you want to start, or should I?
No, go for it.
Okay, so my peak this year was moving back to Vienna and being close to my friends and family, and specifically having my parents around the corner. That's been it's been very healing, and it's been fun, and I've been really, really enjoying it. And then also going to Bali and Morocco. I just realized those were also very cool. I did some really cool travel destinations this year. I'm very grateful for them. Yeah, that's it. What about you?
Okay, for me, it was, I think, having the time for myself, taking the time really to choose what I want to do, also rejecting some things that I didn't want, I didn't feel, and being able to be like, no, I don't need this, I don't want this right now, to kind of make those decisions. And also, I think the time that we worked on this project together, I think since it's kind of, October, November, been this full circle moment of that's when we started talking about this idea. And then we've spent this whole last year kind of thinking about what it was we wanted to do, what type of stories we wanted to tell, what do we want it to look like, what is the cover art going to be, how's social media going to look, what microphones we buy, like the works, everything. So
that's been fun.
Yeah,
that's true.
And what about your pit? Or do you want me to go first?
You start.
Okay, pit has been a hard one for me, I think, because probably I'm starting to be in a period of like Christmas cheer, rose tinted glasses, thinking about the last year, though they've been activated. So I'm like, I've really struggled to find a pit. So I don't think I have any right now. I'm sure there's been a lot this year as well. It's definitely been quite a tumultuous year.
But it sounds like the year in general has been like a positive one. Then.
It's definitely been positive, but I think I've also had the time and done the work that I don't have to focus on the pit as much anymore.
That's fair. I have a very obvious one.
My pit was 2023, 2024.
That's fair. Since then, it's been definitely a lot more positive for you, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That's good. And that's fair. I really honestly had a great year as well. There's really not been a lot of pits or like really bad moments, apart from just emotionally, it's been quite an up and down. But I have one specific pit, which is just an obvious one, which is just my breakup that I am going through currently. So I'm processing that. It's been a few weeks now, or not even, but yeah, that's definitely been my pit. It's not fun breaking up with someone that you love very much and been together for a very long time. So that's been hard.
Oh.
Yeah. Next time we should start with the pit and end with the peak, I just realized. Because I was like, oh, now everyone's sad.
Steffi switched them around for us.
It's probably
No,
way
I'm
too
joking,
much
it's
work.
too much work.
Not worth the effort. No. Anyway, so that's it. Peak and pit. And I like that we do those. I think we should do those more regularly. I want to talk to you about the snake.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm very excited to talk about because I think it's very fascinating. So this past year, 2025, has been in like Chinese zodiac, the year of the snake. Do you know anything about Chinese zodiac? Is that something that like...
No, I know that I'm a bunny. That's...
Aww. That's adorable. I'm a dragon.
Ooh, isn't that a big one?
That's... Yeah, it's kind of... Yeah, it's a big one. It just explains a lot when I'm spitting fire.
I'm just a poor little bunny. That's cute.
Anyway, so this last year has been 2025. And last year has been the year of the snake. That's what I wanted to say. It's been the snake. And really, it's been a year of deep transformation. I mean, you can think of it as like a snake shedding its old skin. And the focus has really mostly been on transformation, but mostly transformation on the internal world, shedding outdated patterns or limiting beliefs, and also stagnant emotions or energies. And it has been led by intuition and logic, if you can say it that way, because it's been the year of yin. So I think feminine, dark, mostly passive, and it's just been, yeah, it's been a hell of a year.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, yes, I see that, but can you go into that a bit more?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's just not been easy, and I think we've all felt it. It has asked a lot of each of us, and it's asked us to really let go of seriously embedded patterns and like ingrained things that are really deeply ingrained in us and in our thoughts and our lifestyles and decision making. And the idea has been to really challenge, like it's been very challenged, and the idea is to just transform that. And that's really what this year has shown us on a very, I mean, I think we've seen it on a very kind of collective world level, but then also individually when I've talked to people. I mean, so many people are going through even small ones, but also very, very big life changes. And it's basically been a washing machine that's on, which is on a roller coaster ride.
Are you okay? That is an intense metaphor.
But that's literally what this year has been. And you can even see that in the numerology as well, by the way. So it's not just the Chinese zodiac. But yes, that's what it's been. It's been an incredibly tumultuous feeling. And yeah, it's been crazy. And it still is. Like, we're not over it yet. It's not just, this is not done yet. Technically, the Chinese zodiac goes until mid-February.
Mm-hmm.
So only then.
We have until then to shed old patterns.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Release them,
Yes,
let
we
them
do.
go. I'm sounding very woo-woo here. Sorry about that. That's
But
more.
no, don't be.
More M.
That is what it is, though. That is what it is.
Okay, but you mentioned numerology. What?
Yes. So basically, numerology is, this past year has been the number 9. So it's been 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, which is 9.
Okay. Just for us woo-woo beginners here.
Yeah.
Where did you get those numbers from?
Well, it's the year 2025. So
Okay.
you add the numbers together within the year. So 0 and 2 and 5. which
Okay.
is 4 plus 5, which is 9.
Oh, okay.
Right? And number 9, in numerology, everything is always 1 digit. So there's never 2 digits. So number 9 in numerology is the last number. It's the end. It's always the end of a cycle, the end of an era, whatever you want to call it. It's always coming to an end. And that's really what this year has also been. Things are being released, and there's a form of karmic clearing, and maybe even a detox, a shedding, as we talked about earlier. And 9 is when, things come to an end, and old habits and all these like ingrained things, they hopefully stop and find an end, and then the next year can be a form of rebirth, because obviously the next year will be a 1, and we'll go into that a bit later. But yeah, it's very interesting that it's also been a year of a snake and the number 9. The combination has been a very powerful one, and one of very deep rooted change. And yeah, it's just a lot of upheaval. That's why the washing machine on a roller coaster, it's just been...
Now I get your metaphor.
It's been a wild ride. Have you felt any of this year? Like, is that something where you're like, oh, I can relate to that, or have you perceived it that way?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think there's been a lot of closure, cocooning as well, figuring out what's next. And I think shedding was also part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've been trying to let go some of the toxic experiences that I've picked up in the last like half a decade. And that also, they just messed me around and made me also want to run away from Paris and not be here. And I spent a lot of last year not being here. And then I think I've spent, the last 3 months really trying to reclaim the city and feel secure in it again and be back kind of grounded and not let those experiences...
shed those old ideas a little bit. And
kind of make
the way you perceived it, or you used to perceive the city.
Make new experiences and reclaim it, really.
Yeah, that makes sense. So the next part I want to bring to you just before we go into the coming year was something I found on specifically like the turning point, depending on our, like, what the turning point this year will be like, or what it might bring specifically on our astrological signs. So I brought it today, and you are obviously Taurus and I'm Aries, and I'm going to be reading out... I'll read out yours first, and then I'm curious to see if you can relate and stuff. The reason I ended up deciding to bring it, because sometimes this stuff is bullshit anyway, but the reason I decided to bring it was because I could really relate to mine. And I had a very specific situation where I was like, this is exactly what they were talking about. So I wonder if yours you can relate to as well. All right, I'll read out yours. Taurus. Your turning point is when you realize you've been holding on to things out of habit, not love. A routine, a person, a plan, something you've convinced yourself you need because it's familiar. But deep down, you feel it shifting. Before the year ends, there's a moment when you catch yourself looking at your life like it's a room you suddenly want to rearrange. You'll laugh at how scared you were to move anything. The moment you stop fighting change and let yourself be curious again is the moment everything starts feeling lighter. So can you relate to this?
Yeah, I mean, I think, obviously I've already mentioned this a little bit, but I think since September I really decided to come back to Paris and make it my home again, and I've been getting things done that have been on my to-do list for years, and I've really just said, okay, I really want to have this done, I want to organize this, kind of rearranging, because there's been a lot of stuff in my apartment that I wanted to get done, and I never did, and I kind of since September have been like, okay, I want this done. Changing up the kind of decor in my house that's been needing to get done, and I'm finally getting to it. But in other words, I think I'm also, and I'm risking to sound very woo-woo here, but I've also been releasing the stuff. I wrote this in the notes. Now that I'm reading it back, it makes me laugh, and I feel like I'm way too woo-woo. But so let's see if this even... we keep it in, but I'm releasing the stagnant waters of the past couple years, and I want to leave it all behind. So yeah, please tell me that the next year is kind of for new beginnings and starting over
Yes.
and releasing and new
Yeah. There's a lot
new
of
new
power in the
juju,
next
new
year.
karma. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I think everyone is. I think collectively we all are. So yeah, and I'll be going into it, don't you worry. I kept the best for last. So it's
Okay.
like,
Looking
it's
forward
just
to
gonna
it.
get better. Just before we go into it, I'll just quickly read out mine. So I'm Aries, and mine goes like this. Your turning point comes when you finally get tired of pretending you're the strongest person in every room. You've been pushing through things like they don't hurt, laughing things off even when they leave a mark. Before this year ends, there's a moment where something small knocks the air out of you, and instead of fighting it, you sit with it. And that's when it hits you. You don't need to be the hero in your own story every single day. Sometimes you just need to breathe and let someone hold the weight with you. It feels uncomfortable at first, like wearing clothes that aren't yours, but then it feels like relief. So that's mine.
So do you relate to that?
I do. I do very much. Actually, it's funny now reading it again. I relate to it again in a very. I relate to a whole different part of it again. Not, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I just read the like laughing things off, even when they do leave a mark, and it's actually something that my mum and I discussed today over lunch. That I need to take things more seriously and laugh things off less.
You do that a lot.
I do that a lot. And I did it a couple weeks ago. My uncle said something to me. I'm not going to go into details about it, but one of my uncles said something to me where I was just like, it really hit me in the gut, and I just laughed it off instead of saying something. And I had told my mom about it after, and she was like, just call him an asshole. And I laughed, and I was like, what do you, I can't do that. She was like, of course, if he acts like one, you can call him out on it. And I was like, that's a really good point. So she gave me a sentence that I can say, and I like wrote it down on my notebook. Yeah. But then also the other day when I was sorting through my breakup situation and figuring out how to get my things, my ex doesn't live in the same country as I do. And there was a lot of back and forth, and I got very uncomfortable and I got very angry. I was texting you the whole time through. And
I know.
I had a moment where and you were a huge support for me as well. But then I had texted a friend who also lives just around the corner from where he lives, and I texted her and I was like, can you please help me out and just pick up my shit? Like, I don't want to have to deal with him anymore. He's just being horrible. And the second I was able to, and she just went, of course I can, like, of course, yeah, sure. And it was just such a huge relief off my shoulders, and I was just letting someone else hold the weight with me felt really good. And that was texting you and asking you for advice, and it was asking my friend to help me with getting my stuff back. And on top of all of it, it's also just, figuring out that I care so much for others, and it's often not returned. And I mean, specifically my relationship with men, but I have a lot of shedding to do when it comes to that. And this is probably a whole different conversation, and will probably be a whole podcast episode at some point soon.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to unpack here. Not to mention the daddy issues.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's move on. We'll put that into another episode.
There
That's
will
for
be an
after
episode.
Christmas.
And I think we're just gonna like title it Daddy Issues. Anyway, let's move on. You're right.
Let's move on.
So the coming year, 2026, it's going to be the year of the horse. So again, Chinese zodiac, it's going to be the horse. Symbolically, the horse stands for freedom and speed, forward momentum, and new directions. It brings power and consistent momentum. Think horsepower, like in car terminology, Cars have horsepower. You know about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you weren't really reacting. I wasn't sure. Okay.
Yeah, because I panicked.
So it brings power, it's consistent momentum, think horsepower, And it's all about transforming the outer world, which is interesting because like it's like being outgoing, moving, traveling, everything kind of outwardly, which is interesting because if you listened earlier, we were talking about the snake and it was all about internal transformation, right? And like internal things that were happening. Now we're going more into the out, right? So after we've shed everything that's inside, we can now shed everything that's outside. Oh, that was more of a joke. Don't take that seriously. But it's also, I mean, mostly it's about also being true to your heart, aligning your life and also your job to your heart's desires, and putting the things that are truly important to you first. So it's really, figuring out what's important to you, what are the priorities, aligning those. And this next year is led by yang energy, which is the masculine, the opposite of the yin, the masculine, the active and the positive. And in other words, and to kind of put it all in one sentence, we are moving towards joy.
That's a relief. I mean, I think this past year...
It is.
Yeah, I mean, this past year has been really mentally exhausting. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, that sentence, moving towards joy. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm ready for that. Yeah, also, what about the numerology for next year? Is it as positive as the horse?
Yeah. So it's probably still somewhat intense, but so we have 2 + 0 + 2 + 6 is 1. Well, actually, if you do the math, it's not, it's 10. But as I said earlier, in numerology, we only work with single digits. So if something ends up being a double digit number, we have to add those again until we get a single digit. So 10, 1 + 0 is 1. So we're working with the number 1. And the number 1, which comes after 9 in numerology, is beginnings, fresh cycles. I mean, it's a complete identity reset. And yeah, we're beginning anew. It's a new era. It's one of innovation. It's, anything. It's a complete rebirth in a lot of other words, which is really fascinating when it comes in combination with the horse, which is freedom and speed and forward movement and really, momentum. And then the one with this like the lightness, because we shed everything in the past year. Now we have so much lightness, and then we can just straight ahead and beginning new. And
all that, that sounds really good and positive. I'm here for it.
Me too. I am very excited for the 1. And just keep in mind that snake energy, if you do relate to that and if you do feel that can go on until February, because that's when the Chinese New Year resets and starts. So the horse year will really only start, I think, just a couple days after Valentine's Day, if I'm not mistaken. It's around the 16th.
Okay.
Maybe a little later. I don't remember. I forgot to write it down.
Actually, I can't Google it. Actually, I can. I've got my laptop. Wow. My brain today. Sorry about that.
Yeah, just type in Chinese Zodiac 2026, and then it should say from when to when it runs. Let's see what it says.
Okay, 2026 is the year of the horse, starting from the February the 17th to February 5th of February 17th, 2026 to February 5th, 2027.
7. Yeah. Okay. So actually the year of the horse starts on the 17th of February. There you go. So just a couple days after Valentine's Day. And with that, the new beginnings. So there are like very personalized numerology forecasts. And I brought ours, by the way. And we have the same number as well for the next upcoming year.
Hold on, I just need to say one thing. I only want positive vibes coming into my life next year.
I can't promise anything, but we could try. I think you can spin it as very positive.
Okay, let's do it.
So we actually both have the same number. You snorted. Girl, you chaos today.
Okay, sorry. I stop interrupting. I'll shut up now.
Okay. So we both actually have the same number, right? And
We are very in sync all the time.
we're very in sync. It's scary how in sync we are sometimes, to be honest. But the way, and anyone doing this at home, because I'm not going to go through all the different numbers because there's a lot, but anyone doing this at home, the way I did this was I took our birthday. So mine is the 8th of April, so 8-4. And then you take the next coming year, so 2026, and I add all those together. So instead of the birth year, you just take the next upcoming or whatever year you're interested in, and then you add all that together. So for me, it was 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, which equaled 22. And then you have to add the 2 and the 2 to get a single digit, which made 4. A had the exact same number as me, which is the 4. And I'm not going to go into it, but it's the same concept as your day, your month, and then the year. And you can really easily also just, if you're interested, you add yours together and you Google it. And there's a lot of like Instagram accounts giving you information about it as well. I double checked all these different sources, and then I put together a little something for us. But they're all very like along the same lines, and anyway, you can believe in it or you don't, whatever. Everyone has their own thing. I think it's
make your own definition. I think that's what she's trying to say.
Yeah, and then it also depends on what it means to you in your life. I think it's very fascinating that we have the same number and what that number is, which is the personal year 4 is all about the hustle. All about the hustle, you hear that? So it's time to put in hard work and build a foundation that lasts for a long time.
I think that's what we're doing with this podcast.
Exactly! That's literally, I was reading this and I was like, this is incredible. I love that we both have this. It fits so well. But at the same time, it's also like, it also challenges, like the next year challenges us to stay grounded amid the distractions, which is not always easy. But breakthroughs come through discipline, right? So that's something I definitely need to like work on, my discipline. And then for this coming year, we need to be patient. I mean, I personally really do, because I need to work on that. I think you're really patient enough.
I'm patient on some things, but other things,
you're not so patient. Yeah, there you go. So on those things, let's be patient. Just remember to slow down. Because this next year also, as we were talking about earlier, with the horse energy and like that momentum and speed, this next year will be intense and fast-tracked. And it's very important for us to, within that, kind of slow down and keep grounded. And our 2 best friends for the next year is going to be organization and commitment. So it's that grounded energy and the discipline and the commitment to things, and then, you know, be organized within that, and patience, and then we're just gonna, breakthroughs are gonna come.
Should probably write that down, because eclecticism is not even a work. My eclectic brain and my non-committal personality are probably my
I'll remind you.
Yeah. I have to like put post-its on the fridge and the bathroom and everything.
Yeah, that's good. The hustle. All about the hustle. But also remember to slow down.
We'll do Kundalini yoga every morning.
Hey, you listeners are my witnesses, okay? She just said that. We will keep her accountable. We will keep you accountable.
Damn it. Steffi, cut this out.
No. Also, what?
I can't remember what I was going to say.
Okay.
Take it away.
Well, with that, do you have any other New Year's resolutions? Apart from doing Kundalini yoga every morning? Which you're not getting out of that now.
I only do it if you do it with me.
Okay. Let's do it.
Well, the thing is,
do you have any other New Year's resolutions?
For me, I only usually get around to thinking about them in January, because, again, I have a very eclectic
brain. It's a bit
brain.
late.
I know, but I have an eclectic brain. On the 31st, I'm like, oh crap, I haven't thought of anything. So I like rush and I like, you know.
You're definitely more type B than I am sometimes.
Oh, definitely. I think you if you would see my podcast notebook and how my notes are written down, I think you would probably have a heart attack instantly.
That's true. You don't have any New Year's
No,
resolutions yet.
absolutely none.
Okay, then
Do
we
you?
will ask you again in January.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. I do not.
Oh, well, except for doing Kundalini yoga with me every morning.
Well, apparently I have that one now. No, I don't know. I think I have two
bottom line
wishes.
is, no, absolutely, she does not.
No, I have two wishes for the next year.
Okay.
We can make it that way. I have two wishes. My one wish is that I finish my the online school thing that I've been working on, and I make a good grade on that, and like I finish that.
I
on a
wish
good
that
note.
for you too.
Thank you. And my second wish is that I will make it to Copenhagen next year. Because I've been wanting that for a long time now.
Yeah,
and
I thought
Copenhagen is
I was going to come to that as well. But then again, I thought I was going to do
are.
Christmas lights in London with you, which isn't happening. So, you know.
Well, this is happening next year as well.
Yeah, well, I've now, after you just dropped that bomb on me, I'm doubting the Copenhagen plans. Yes, I'm throwing shade.
Okay, fine. We're moving on. I have something for you.
Okay.
So you don't actually know what's going to come now,
No.
which is exciting because usually you know things that are going to happen in this podcast. But you're going to need to give me... Oh, wait, wrong account. You need to give me a second. I need to get on my Instagram. And we're back on track. So... Okay. I'm ready. Okay, so I brought you something, and a little something to start this next year with. I just need you to pick a color.
Olive green.
There's not that specific, but we can go with green. Let's go with green.
Okay, dark
We're
green,
going
though.
with green. No, there is only one
Yeah, but
green.
I don't like light
Okay.
green. I only like
No,
dark
you're
green.
getting... It's a dark green.
Okay. You lie.
She doesn't actually see my phone right now, so she doesn't know what color the green is. What lightness the green is. But it's not a light green. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's green.
But I don't like
Okay.
dark green. It's like medium. Anyway.
Are you...
Let's do blue. No. Okay.
You said green.
Yeah, I said
You can't
green.
go back now.
I know.
Okay. I can bring this again, and then you can choose another color next time. But today, you're getting green.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Perhaps, after all the waiting, there is still room to remember the open fields that have sung to you. You are living, and the hidden parts of your aliveness that have been held back for years still have the capacity to lean toward sunlight again, rooted, reaching stems, stretching up toward the sky. You are slowly beginning to unfold as you were meant to. There you go. That's your little New Year's poem.
Oh, okay. Thank you. The context, I was like, okay.
You are slowly beginning to unfold as you were meant to. Look at that. What a beautiful poem. So I found this as an Instagram post by a woman called Morgan Harper Nichols. I'm guessing she's a poet. And she made this post, and it literally said, pick a color, any color, and swipe for its poem. So then there's all the different colors, and then you swipe until you find the color, and then you read your poem. And I thought it was really, really cute, and I wanted you to get one, and I wanted you to choose
Oh,
by
thank
the
you.
color. You're welcome. And I will post it on our Instagram. I'll tag her as well. And then maybe we'll do it again at some point, because I have it saved. We can do it anytime.
Our Instagram is Sherry.
Or if
Sherry.
you-
Sherry, it's a process. All written together, by the way. Give it a follow. Leave us a comment.
There you
Do
go.
all that good stuff. It would
Exactly.
really help us. So, anyway, quick side note. We'll jump back into the episode now. Sorry, I
Also,
had
if
to
you
pull
ever
out.
feel like you want or need a poem, you come to me. I have a second post similar to that, where it's like pick a number and then you get a poem. But I didn't feel like it fit as well to this episode. So the theme of these poems fit better. And I like the one you chose.
Side note.
It's very nice. I hadn't read it before either, so it's my first time. All right, and not to make it all about the new year and the old year, but also to just, get on those cozy vibes. I just wanted to talk about Christmas with you because I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite time of the year. And this episode is out on the second Advent. By the way, I have an Adventkranz, whatever that is in English. I don't know.
Advent wreath.
Don't even. Wreath, there you go. It's very cute. I'm very happy with it. And I'm very excited to start lighting everything. It's going to be great. But I wanted to ask you if you had any Christmas traditions that you do. Because Christmas is coming up. I'm so
I think
excited.
this episode this week is really an introduction to my eclectic brain that I've been trying to hide really well, but it's coming out now. I don't think I have one tradition. I think I have a new tradition every year that I say is going to be a tradition, but then I have forgotten it by the next year, so I start a new tradition.
I love that. I love that. It's very you. I understand it very well.
Makes sense.
Still don't know if that makes any... Is that grammatically correct?
Anyway, I think it's time for your tradition.
It sounds very much like you. My tradition... Well, the easy thing with me, because I understand you, I will also forget traditions, but that I want to be traditions and I forget them before they turn to be traditions. But I have it very easy because my parents do the same thing since I was 6, 5, since my parents have been together, my stepdad and my mum. And it's the exact same thing every year. And sure, now that we've gotten older, us kids, it's gotten a little changed. But basically, it's a very specific schedule. We all arrive at 5 or 4, depending on the year, but 5 or 4. Then we say hi, blah, blah, blah. Then when we were kids, we used to go to another room and watch a movie while we had to wait and for the bell to be rung. And while we were waiting, our parents would light the Christmas tree, put all the candles on, put our presents under the tree, and then they would ring the bell. And in our tradition, that meant that's the signal that the Christkind has been here. Because in Austria, we have something called Christkind. We don't have Santa. Do you know Christkind?
Of course I do.
Okay. I'm glad. So it's not just Austria, it's also Germany.
Yeah.
We don't have Santa. Translated to English, it's the Christ child. And it's a little angel that comes and brings us our gifts. And we do write letters to it as well, like we would to Santa, I guess. We just write letters to the Christ child. And then we sing Christmas carols in front of the tree. We all line up in a nice little line and we sing. And we're a bit more modern, so we sing things like Jingle Bell Rock. And then we'll also sing Silent Night. So it's a bit more of a fun, modern thing. And then we do presents and have dinner. We have the same dinner as every year. Same as every year, James. I hope someone understands that joke.
Only the Austrian German people will understand it, because I don't think it's such a big...
Which is funny because it's British.
I know, but
it's not a big thing.
I don't... Maybe,
I don't even think it's a thing in England.
We'll link you a little video on Instagram as well.
Oh yes, it's brilliant. It's more New Year's, but it's brilliant. Every New Year's Eve they
and then
play
you'll
that
get
video
her
on the
reference.
TV. Exactly. Anyway, that's it. So we have the same schedule every Christmas, and I have missed quite a few now that I have become an adult and I have moved out of the house and I've moved countries multiple times. But last year I was in the south of France. This year I shall be back with my parents and I am very excited for it. By the way, what are you doing this year?
Well, it's been in limbo up until about a week ago. But I'm going to have a little pre-Christmas... I'm going to have a pre-Christmas gathering on the 20th, the weekend of the 20th, with my dad's brother, so my uncle and aunt, families. We're all going to be in the Netherlands, have Christmas, and kind of with the big extended family, see each other there. And then have Christmas dinner on the 24th in Germany, just with my siblings and my parents. And then on the 20th...
And your niece?
Oh, I think I count her as a sibling at this point. But yeah, and my niece.
Fair. Nice.
And then on the 27th, I'm back in Paris and I have Christmas dinner with the in-laws.
Cute.
Yeah.
Wow, you have like a proper like schedule as well though.
Yeah.
And like 3 different countries, 3 different Christmases.
Yeah, welcome to my international family.
I love that
Make a
for
whole
you.
TV show on them if we wanted to.
I think that's the biggest difference between you and me. All my family is within a circle of an hour, and apart from me and my siblings, no one's really lived outside of that circle of an hour. So it's very easy to just keep the same thing every year.
That's never really happened in my family.
No, it makes it exciting.
It's not even it's not even the same country every year. Anyway.
Also, you were in Canada last year, which is very cool.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
I'd love to do that with you at some point.
We should go see my aunt and uncle. Let's do that instead of Copenhagen, instead of London.
Not instead of Copenhagen.
Anyway,
I'll do it instead of London
this-
because I've been this year. Okay. This London thing.
You know what? We're stopping this recording right now. I'm leaving. I'm walking out.
No, you're not. Wait. Before, actually, you can if you want. We're coming to an end anyway. But before you do, I just need to give everyone the best Christmas song ever, which has actually just recently come out. And also because I'm currently going through a breakthrough and will be single this time of year. Did I say breakthrough? That's really funny. I am also going through different breakthroughs, but I am going for one break up at this time of year, and this song feels like a godsend. It's such funny lyrics. Like, really listen to the lyrics, and it's called Just Me This Year by Rachel and Vil Ray, and I will be linking it as well. Have you listened to it now?
Yes, I actually listened to it, and yeah, it's a very you song. It's got kind of a touch of jazzy.
Yeah. It's like old school Christmas jazz.
Yeah, but also, I mean, funny as well. And I think the animation is also really funny, makes you laugh as well.
Oh, I haven't seen the music video.
Yeah, it's very jazzy, kind of got like a rhythm, like a good beat to it as well. But then if you actually listen to the lyrics, it's a little bit morbid, maybe. But it's got a fun little...
No, it's comedy.
Both. I think there's
pure comedy.
It's a mix. It's perfect mix, kind of.
I mean, she's basically talking about him never having bought her diamonds, and then she's gonna buy herself 3. And I was like, yeah, go girl.
Yeah, but definitely go check that out.
And we'll link it as well.
Yeah. And I think with that, we will leave you with that until next week.
Actually...
Uh-oh. I said it too early.
It's not... No, you didn't.
I didn't.
You just said it incorrectly.
I did?
Yeah.
Why?
Because actually, we're not putting out an episode next week.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not. This is the last one.
No, it's not. The Gene Keys is the last one.
Oh. Gosh, I'm not keeping track of this anymore. You are correct. I stand corrected.
This is why she's content writer and I'm organizer.
Yeah.
Because eclectic brain gets it done.
You are correct. But maybe at this point, I'll just tease really quickly that we'll be going on a little Christmas break. But this is not the last, this is the second to last episode.
Yeah.
This was nice. I like doing this episode with you. Bit of a different vibe to it, but it was nice. I liked it. I hope you learned something.
Yeah. I had some interesting stuff about can't talk anymore. Numerology. Don't laugh at me, woman. I think we should have stopped I said I'll leave you with that I can't even... Words gone.
I have given it my all, and I now need to go to bed. It is dark outside. It's pitch black here.
I know.
And it's
not
even 5. It's 10 to 5 and it's pitch black.
You see this?
It's full on sunlight for you.
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy. Yeah. It's time for bed.
Okay. Love you.
I love you.
Bye.
Love you too. Bye.